Royal Engineers, though, managed to miss, and with the Cromwell applying supportive fire, wow, Bundle Grenade kills himself. Great job, Rifle. Great job. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17 bringing you another COH2 replay. This is a 4v4 on City 17, and it was submitted by a Patreon supporter, so thank you to my awesome patrons. It's funny because there's actually more than one patron in this game right now, but let's not cover that right now. Let's cover who's actually in this game. We have Royal Fusiliers, Lau, 81, Feast, Little Koosh, Joey G, Rifle, and Arctic Wolves. If you want to submit a replay, submit to greyshotproductions@gmail.com. Remember, you can submit a replay. Awesome moment you have in Code 2. Again, so similar to a replay, just name the moment and time of what you did. And, of course, challenge ideas for my challenge Code 2 videos, which have actually been doing quite well. Thank you guys so much for really supporting those pieces of content. And if you haven't seen it, highly recommend it. Recently, we tested out to see the potency of armor-piercing rounds against an elephant. And you would be surprised how effective it can be. Or not. Really, it depends on your expectations. But hopefully your expectations are high for this game, just like they are for me. We already have a sniper being deployed by 81. We have AT gear by Feast. We got anti-infantry. Well, okay, I know he went with Soviet industry, but this is more anti-infantry focus doctrine, although you have a get a lot of armor, which can be good for both sides. But, like, KV-8, KV-2, wait, yeah, KV-2, both really, really fucking good against infantry. And somewhat against armor. I played right. Arctic Wolves went Grand Defensive, so Panzerfusiliers, oh boy. Engineers opening fire against Pioneers. Getting some good shots in, but Pioneers very good close range. Might be able to turn the tide. We shall see. Oh, it's going to be close, but Pioneers will win the battle and win the day. Grenadiers pushing them back. Good job there. Meanwhile, we have Soviet forces in mid. A lot of them pushing up. I like how he built this defensive line, but he's charging past it. Oh, Joey. Maybe not your finest hour. Any case, let's double check everyone's rank real quick. Oh wow, pretty good across the board, and pretty good. Feast is probably the weakest player here, but watch, he'll probably be the best player. 3 Soviet, 1 Brit versus 2 OKW, 2 Vermont. We have a unit in here. Is he going to go flamethrower? He might go flamethrower. That would be very effective if you went flamethrower to burn him out, but I think he should pull back in the meantime. Meanwhile, we got an engineer squad. Lau, again, wait, did he also go Soviet? He did. Double Soviet industry, okay. MG, Vickers machine gun opening fire, try to suppress them, but there's too much infantry coming around. Stern Pioneers as well could easily flank this guy, so pull the hell back. We do have a defensive line over here with an MG, mortar. A lot of support equipment, but we do have some conscripts, so he is bringing up frontline troops, but he did focus that early on. We're getting a flamethrower. We are knocking a flamethrower. I'm really surprised. I guess the sniper really did some work. 5 kills already. Penal troops opening fire, but the Grenadiers have an advantage being in cover. As you can see, Penal's going to have a tough time with no cover. These guys are actually in cover. Although they are better, Grenadiers should be able to hold the line if they keep trying to push. Now, Sniper coming over does change things because he can snipe pretty damn effectively and knock out those guys from cover. So really good job with that sniper right over there. Just trying to knock those guys out. I do like how they are in cover, but the sniper does not care. He knocks them out quite easily and pushes them back. Meanwhile, we have the flamethrower unit, which I said you should get. Fortunately, the OKW is like, alright, well, it took you that long. We're going to get a Verkenwerfer. Don't know why they retreat that, but okay. Definitely needs to retreat that flamethrower unit. He will not win that fight. He might actually lose that unit if he stays there. And give the Germans a free flamethrower. Although the sniper's over here, so maybe he'll get a shot. Maybe one more, but yeah, he needs to pull back with the Volk squads. Penal troops coming up. If he can get some distance with the sniper, he might be able to hold them back. Volk squads don't care. Joey's trying to go for that kill. Desperately trying. He gets in the building, though. The Penals do have a solution to that. It's called a satchel, which they could throw, but alas, he's not. Looks like he's falling back. Meanwhile, on right, we have more Soviet forces trying desperately to hold. Large, well, not large, but a decent blob coming over. Volksturm, Panzerfusilier. Conscript doesn't stand a goddamn chance. It needs to pull back now. Yeah, MG got pushed back. Royal Engineers is the last thing's holding this entire front. British forces coming on in. Royal Fusiliers is deciding to just hold on for dear life. MG would be better placed in this building than rushing for that one. Or you can just set it down, that's fine too. Although the Fusilier squad could get in the building, but looks like the Brit infantry will. Royal Engineers, unfortunately, do perish in the crossfire, but Fusiliers are pushed back. And, yeah, full Solier, which won't get confusing whatsoever. Managed to push back some German forces, but they're going to grab the fuel and the star. Meanwhile, Allied forces did take the fuel and star on the other side, so it's really up to mid, and really there's no main force over here. We have a Soviet force pushing on the left flank. We have a mine going down with some Volk squads coming in for the flank. But overall, it's, oh, might be able to kill, does manage to kill the sniper. Good job there, good flank. Unfortunately, it looks like the Penals will hold this area quite effectively. We have Grenadiers coming on in, Penals in heavy cover, trying to hold them back. We do have a scout car lying in the wings of the map. It could come around and overwhelm a lot of the support equipment with a flamethrower burst and the machine gun on it. Remember, it can use the front and back machine gun open fire and try to knock both of them out. Not, again, super effective, but it'll do what it can do. Alright, awesome. Again, no other doctrines being picked. Flamethrower unit did annihilate that Pioneer squad, pushing it back. Still alive, though, just barely. Penal troops smartly getting in the building. Again, he could throw the fire grenade, but as you can see with quick reaction time, he's playing musical buildings right now. He's like, fine, I'll get in this one. Oh, you got in that one? That's cool. Well, I'm going to go back in this one, even though the fire's still in it. Okay. No, he's actually just going around. He's actually probably going to wait for the building to leave. Actually, probably a cool way for a build. You should probably be able to, like, throw a satchel inside the building because of the walls and be able to break in. That would be cool. Sorry to get so close, but it was like, as you can see, it's not... A person with a satchel should be able to break open that wall and attack. At least in my mind. Anyway, flamethrower unit comes around the MG. Grenadiers trying to go after it. Might be able to Panzerfaust it with the lack of, well, an escape. Feast is trying to escape, but alas, not able to. Penal's though moving in. They have PTRS rifles, going to limit their effectiveness against infantry, but I don't think he really cares. I think he has more enough infantry to hold back Lokush, who's falling back right now. Meanwhile, British and Soviet forces over here holding themselves pretty firm. German forces do have mortars, MGs. Looks like they have quite a few Panzerfusiliers, Grenadiers, etc. They're trying to play the defensive line and just slowly push them back. We have cover being made and cover being used. Heavy variety. Mortar teams opening fire. Panzerfusilier, though, coming around the flank. Doing grenades and whatnot on the mortar pit, which is returning fire. I'm assuming he's trying to knock out, and does knock out the MG. Actually smokes it a little bit, too. Now, they could push up and actually take that fuel. There's really not much stopping them except for this MG, which you could use the AT gun to open fire with artillery. Meanwhile, mid is actually being taken over. We have some minefield and flamethrower in mid. Volk squad trying to hold against two Penals and engineer squad. Really looks like Lokush doesn't have that many forces, honestly. He has an MG in this front. But there's not much else. I mean, Grenadier squad's coming on the flank. I don't think it's going to live for too much. I know he's like, oh, Panzerfaust, but you still have to worry about this thing. And now Penals are coming in, so yeah, he's going to be pushed back. Even with the double PTRS rifles, they're still very effective when bunched up against infantry. These Penals, though, need to fall back immediately. Do you have heals? You have heals. You don't have heals. The medical, by the way, for his base. You have everything. You barely have any upgrades. You're getting upgrades for your infantry, which is actually doing going quite well. You are pushing against the Germans and taking over this point. We have a howitzer. I'm sorry, sport gun opening fire, though, at this position. AT gun still on standby. So, very nice job. Grenadiers trying to push back. Freaked out my cat. Totally fine. Germans don't have a medical over here, so Rifle doesn't have that. Again, Arctic does have a medical, so he is healing his men, I guess. Rifle's using that. Nothing over here. We have a medical over here. Okay, so at least most of the Germans have a medical, at least in practice or in use. Unfortunately, it looks like Lokush is going to continue to have issues. Penals are going to hold down this area pretty effectively. Might kill this unit. It's going to be close. Very close, but I think the unit will survive. Vet 2. Definitely want to make sure that thing survives. Storm Pioneers laying down mines in mid, but we do know they have minesweepers, so might not be as effective. And we know they're still alive. He's getting more flamethrower units. Curious as to why. Maybe he's trying to rely on less manpower so that way he can save up for something. I'm not sure. Really not sure. Mortar and mortar pit still alive. German forces trying to out-mortar it, but alas, Soviet forces and British are not buckling under the weight of the amount of artillery. They're just holding firm. We have a forward base being set down. We have again, good job with the fire grenade. Again, nothing stopping him from throwing it over the wall to hit it. Meanwhile, over here, Penal troops being ambushed by Sturms. Sturms, again, even though they're negative, no cover, the penals are in negative cover, so they will probably win that fight. They will. Though, we do have allied supply drop coming in, so that'll drop fuel. I wonder if that... Okay, yeah, so I think what he's trying to do, and I think what he will get, because each of these are 10, is he'll get the ability to deploy a T-34 probably in the next minute. Which, again, that's a 11-minute T-34 if it comes in right about. Yeah, he'll get a... Oh, okay, maybe it'll be 11 and a half, but it'll be very damn close to 11-minute T-34 if you wanted to go for that. Okay, 12-minute because he has to get another... He spent resources on more manpower. Anyway, Volk Squad coming around. I'm going to try to encircle or try to throw some grenades on that. Smoke coming down on this entire front. Really surprised we haven't seen a Stuka, honestly. Looks like they're heading straight for armor. Although, remember, the Arctic's base doesn't have the Panzer headquarters, so he doesn't have AA or a defensive perimeter just yet. He could get the upgrade, but he hasn't yet. So right now, that won't shoot down planes, and it won't provide coverage with a Panzer headquarters gun. This is all clumped up. Looks like the British were able to stop that Volk Squad. The MG might kill it. It's going to be close. Volk Squad did perish, though. Feast, unfortunately, losing his side. Again, he kept upgrading them with PTRS rifles. Very good against armor, not so much against infantry, even though he's fighting Panzer Grenadiers, which also has the same upgrade, which is funny. But the MG managed to take this point. Fuel's being decapped. We have a double half-track. That's weird. With a lot of engineers. Unfortunately, Panzer Grenadiers putting a stop to that real quick. Panzerfaust knocks it out. And yeah, that was 81. I have no idea what the hell that was. But that was something. That was something. Volk Squad's grabbing mid. So right now the Germans are right now going to win overall in terms of VP points. MG, though, suppressing the British infantry, which did decap the fuel, so that will slowly diminish some of the Axis income, but not by much. Although the Allies have some nice fuel income, so even without a fuel, they're actually doing pretty damn well. Although, if the Volk Squad throw a bunch of incendiaries on these and kill it, well, that's another story. These guys just need to go something up. Like, okay, I know you have penals, but you need something to actually fight infantry close on, because you keep giving them PTRS rifles, you're not going to be as effective against infantry. You just have to keep massing them up. Now, Volk Squad moving on in. Penal troops trying its damnedest to push back this infantry, but the last Volk Squad in cover, these guys are not, and they're holding just fine. Royal Engineers trying to go in. We have a Cromwell coming on in with a commander ability about to unlock. Conscripts taking the fuel. Right now, it looks like the left side is more prone to fall than the right. The Soviets are barely clinging to life on the right-hand side. They barely stopped this point from being capped, though the fuel cache did die in the process. Germans are nowhere close to getting armor, which is actually a little bit surprising. If he puts down the base, he would be, but right now he does not. Let's see. So we look back on this Joey. Joey is getting all the bases, so he has all of them. He's probably going to save it for a king, I would assume. I mean, he's pretty far away from it, but that's what I would assume. But again, they don't have armor, so right now, if the Allies get armor, that could sweep over a lot of the German lines. They have a pack gun, don't get me wrong, but they could if used correctly. Whether they actually do that, we'll see, because it's the second time we've seen this goddamn half-track. Though they have Soviet industry, so let's not discount them. Royal Fusiliers went with the artillery focus of the Royal Artillery Regiment. So this could be good. And again, it seems like he's doing a concentration barrage, trying to push back the Germans. Good grenade against Jobel Sadat. Might be able to get a kill if he's lucky. Although good mortar hit knocks that out. KVH just burning the Germans away. Pack gun, though, saving the day by pushing it back. Though he's hiding behind the building. Allies doing a damn good job taking over this point. Allies taking over right as well. Penal troops managed to push back a lot of the German forces. Right now, Joey probably has the... well, nope. Well, because he has all the bases, Joey has the most opportunity to exploit. Because if he wanted to, he could regroup his men and push and take this point and this point. And really wouldn't meet that much opposition, although he's right now getting a KV tank. Which is also very ballsy for both players to get a KV-8 flamethrower fighting infantry, which is great against Joey right now. But if the enemy got a Panzer IV or even a Panther, that could be devastatingly bad. Although the KV-8 flamethrower is doing very well over here. Rifle's just losing quite a number of his men. Pack gun getting some nice shots on it, pushing it back. Unless these guys can't get close for a Panzerfaust. Cromwell's still alive and helping out as well. Just trying to hit around the flanks. These guys are just sitting in fire. Oh my god. Rifle, I know you were watching my stream today because you're calling me bad, but oh dear lord. I think your men would probably enjoy getting out of the barbecue. I think they would really enjoy that. I know they're going to fall back to the medical, but still. Panzer IV been deployed. Cromwell falling back. AT gun's still there. I mean, the pack gun, I believe, yeah, pack gun's right here. So either side, if it gets in a wrong engagement, could lose everything. We know this guy with AT grenades, so we know we could pin the armor, and a good couple shots could knock this thing out. Meanwhile, infantry's pushing on in, but the flamethrower's like, yeah, you're gonna back the fuck up. Looks like he did lose a penal squad, so he is down on attack power, but hopefully this is their wake-up call for him to stop getting that. Meanwhile, it looks like on right, Lokush got an Ostwind and managed to overwhelm the light Soviet forces on this side. Although we have an S-285 and the Katusha, which it hasn't gotten a lot of good hits, but it could do very well. Soviet industry going down, putting a lot of repair men down to help bring up the KV-8 faster. And the same thing will happen to the Cromwell if he uses it. British infantry trying to hold on to this point, but German infantry advancing. Again, okay, so we have some doctrines. Arctic Wolves, we know went this, so that's why he's got G44s. Rifle went assault support, so we can start seeing some buildings being placed. KV flamethrower just advancing on Joey, just having a rough day. Hold on. Okay, Joey and Lokush hasn't got anything yet, but Rifle went assault support, so we can technically start deploying little buildings for resources. But I don't think he has the resources, specifically manpower, to get that. Otherwise, it would help his munition and fuel income quite a bit, which he has Panzer IV, Arctic, out of Stuka, which I'm actually surprised he didn't get one sooner, because he essentially got the mechanized building last. Artillery's going down, and the post saved the day. It actually took the shot, preventing the mortar from getting hit, although mortar still got hit from an artillery. Speaking of artillery, Katusha fire and concentration barrage opening fire in this sector, doing quite a bit of damage. Oh my god, building going down. German forces on the retreat. There's support gun just taking it like a champ. They are having some issues, but they're regrouping. British forces are advancing to grab back that star and move up. Again, all their armor and whatnot is quickly being healed, so that should be up back on the front very quickly. Cromwell advancing against Panzer IV. Pack gun trying to retreat from the British infantry. British infantry trying desperately to hold against the Sudan, which is by far better. Bundle grenade going, oh, sorry, smoke going out. Grenade going out. A decent hit. Not a ton of models, not any model skilled, but at least some health damage. So at least it did something. A lot of times people might escape an overall shot, but at least it was able to do okay. Cromwell taking some shots in the pack. It's going to need to pull back. Rifle, again, he's still holding firm against armor that's way stronger than him. We do have Loud deploying fuel in the back of his base, which, if I had to assume what he's doing, he's rushing up for a KV. He wants that KV, too, specifically. So we'll see how things go. Panzer IV on standby. Penal troops are here. It will hold back the Panzer IV. If they get close, Satchel could happen. So yeah, this Panzer IV is going to want to stay back, I think. Yeah, now still has cover, so he'll still hold that. Volk squad will push him back, though, quite effectively. Katusha opening fire up on the ridge should stop any German advances. Wow, yeah, they're doing a full retreat. Katusha actually hitting the Panzer IV, causing a little bit of damage. Just a little bit. Meanwhile, on the right, smoke going out, pushing back the British infantry. KV moving on in, should burn back the Obersoldaten and the Grenadier squad. Pack gun also could be crippled if that flamethrower gets a good hit on it. Although it looks like they have enough AT, Panzerfoe Slayers, and a Verkanwerfer as well. KV-8 pushing back. If it can... Again, the problem is, if it survives, which it just did, if it goes back here, it's going to be repaired in like 20 seconds. Katusha also getting some great hits, knocked out the pack. Grenadiers under sustained fire. Panzer IV been crippled. Again, where's the AT gun? This AT gun needs to move up and start smacking a lot of this armor over here. Concentration barrage, though, coming in. British can't counter that. I'm sorry, not British. German can't counter that. Meanwhile, we have a large battle over here. S-285 pushing back the Ostwind. Pack gun decrewed. Panzer Grenadiers moving on in, trying to kill it. Also, penal troops focusing on this unit, which might be a little bit hard to kill because, again, all the PTR's rifles, but Penals, again, still have a decent amount of attack power even with it when grouped up. But this blob will push back to the Grenadier squad. SU-85, though, is crippled. Second one being made. And, yeah, it's overwhelming the light Grenadier squad. Lil Kush has to fall back, though. Tons of resources, so I can easily see him getting more. Meanwhile, Allied forces managing to hold on to that fuel for the time being. And they're grabbing the other one as well. Frag Bomb coming in, though. Knocks out the AT gun. And Suka Bomb getting a great hit on the British MG. Knocking that sucker out and hurting some of the other British infantry. We do have a Sexton in the back that's opening fire and actually hitting the support gun. Not a bad idea. Try to neutralize that artillery. If they could also identify some of these key infantry being made, like, or hit this Stuka right here, I think that would be very beneficial for the Allies. Allies advancing, looks like. And again, the KV's healed. KV's healed in no time, up to 13 kills. Meanwhile, we have a lot of armor up here, a KV-8, T-34, and this thing, which I'm actually surprised. I think what he's doing with it is he wants to have a high attack power, but what he also wants is something that can make sure there's no mines. So that way he can lead like a mechanized charge without mines going off everywhere. Unfortunately for him, Joey's on standby with 2 Verketenwerfers, so he could lure him into an ambush that could be very effective if used correctly. Although right now, 2 T-34s and a KV-8, well, 3 T-34s possibly. We're only versing 1 Panzer IV. Hot damn. That's some scary odds right there. Panzer IV desperately trying to hold the line. Verketenwerfers, though, opening fire, but it's a lot of infantry, and the KV-8 will burn those Verketenwerfers. Yeah. Yeah, the Verketenwerfers got knocked out. Instantly annihilated by the flamethrower. Volk squad's trying to hold on. Mine just got hit. Again, that thing was too far back. Panzer commanders could be called in. Joey has an MG, though. Can't call in the artillery. Joey, where'd you go? Oh, he went special operations. That's what he went. Lil Kush went storm doctrine, so he has a bunch of support abilities. Frag bomb was already... Oh, wait, no. Hot damn, good strike. Knocked out the Sexton. And he used recon here so he could spot it. Panzer IV trying desperately to help kill that unit. Again, T-34s back here could move up. I'm really surprised he isn't trying to move that up. KV, though, has... If it can keep bouncing, it should be fine. T-34 advancing. Hopefully, I think he's trying to lure him into a trap, maybe. This thing still has a made weapon, so if he can get behind it, he will get behind it. He might be able to kill... Oh, no, Panzer IV just escapes. Again, using its front armor, it fought 2 T-34s and a KV-1 and managed to get out of there just fine. Hot damn. Hot damn. Good job, Panzer IV. Really good job. Meanwhile, Grenadiers pulling on back. AT bombs coming in. Really unsure about that. There wasn't any armor. Unless it died, but I don't see any wrecks. So, yeah. It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird there. Panzer IV pulling on back. T-34s getting some quick heals from the engineers. KV still made it. It's going back to the repair base over here, which I think you should probably move it a little bit closer, like here or back here, so that way you can heal your units. Meanwhile, Lil Kush, not Lil Kush, sorry, Rifle and Arctic taking sustained artillery fire, though they did knock out the Sexton from earlier. They got a new one, so he's not down yet. Anyway, this is actually hitting the medical base. He might be, if he kills it, that goes, well, Arctic's frontline combat, which it does, and that could stop him for quite some time. We have fuel coming in. He is recruiting all the Verketenwerfers, so we should be able to get that back up and running. If he does get those Verketenwerfers back up in defensive line, that will help because this Soviet player is mass producing armor. Literally, the Germans have to go head-to-head with that industry and knock it out. And unfortunately, they're having a rough time killing that armor. They are seriously having a rough time. Infantry, they're having a better time with, but that armor is just sneaking back, healing, and coming back up. Luckily, they do have some good repairs and you know, Sturm Pioneers and whatnot trying to help out. Like, this guy's 2 Pioneers to help out. We have a Sturm Pioneer here. Although, British infantry holding the line, again, upgrade with 5-man squads. Rough to push out. And all that's heavy cover now, so they're holding pretty damn well. Although, nice bundle grenade hits all 3 units, pushing it back, and allows the Germans to possibly gain a foothold temporarily. Again, unfortunately, they don't have a ton of infantry to send, but with that pack gun and the grenadiers moving in, they could theoretically take that command star, which is very important because, well, how do I put this nicely? They are very close to winning, honestly, and they need to stop the allies from hemorrhaging their VP points instead of the other way around. Because they brought the allies down to 100, so they're already 80% the way there for victory point-wise. They just need to get the rest of it. Now, unfortunately, it does look like Feast with artillery, and I can tell by what the British guy went. Oh, satchel going off. Kush is not paying attention. Say goodbye. Oh, it actually missed. He thought he would retreat. Hot damn. Oh my god, Brumbart's dodging and weaving those shots from the Su-85s. Oh, so close. Meanwhile, we have a flank going on. Almost Dod going deep by Joey. He could kill a Katusha if he gets close enough to it. But we'll see. Almost Dod moving on in. Again, engineers won't be able to stop it. Also, British artillery opening fire from his base. We went concentration barrage. A bundle grenade going off. Gets a good kill. Oh, wait, no, he survives. One model survives. Panzer IV just unable to find target. Massive amount of armor in mid. Holy shit. Jagdpanzer's like, fuck that. I'm not dealing with it. It's like, too many men. Too many men. Meanwhile, we have Panzer IV and Ostwind desperately trying to tail this star. And actually, middle's being taken by the allies as well. It's going to put a lot more pressure on them. Lokush trying to take this area back, but massive amount of artillery fire from the Katyushas stopping them. Dead tracks, although he needs infantry to come over here and hit that. We do have artillery back here, and it is hitting the Su-85s, which could do a lot of damage if he just takes it like a boss. Cromwell's still there. Katyusha's opening fire. Stuka returning fire. We hit this. Nope, it kind of hits this line. Hits the MG and the Su-85. Royal Engineers, though, managed to miss, and with the Cromwell flying supportive fire. Wow, Bundle Grenade kills himself. Great job, Rifle. Great job. You somehow managed to kill yourself on that one. I'm glad I caught that. Yep, Feast is like, lol. I don't know. Oh, my God. Anyway, KV-8 back up and running, again, with 21 kills. Luckily, they have a pack gun still here, so they'll be able to provide some fire. He needs to get the Verkehrwerfer up here. Otherwise, this thing is just kind of a field day. It's going to burn a lot of German forces. Luckily, Panzer IV going in. Su-85 could provide support, but he's not moving for some reason. Also, we have a KV-2 back there. Again, could provide support, not moving for some reason. Meanwhile, large Verkehrwerfer line trying desperately to hold against all that. Manages to get a single kill. Repair stations are there. That ambush did work. It killed one T-34. But Allied forces don't give a shit. They're still charging. Although it looks like the German forces are preparing a counterattack. Engineers fall back, Panzer IV and Jagdpanzer advancing. Again, Su-85 still here. Could do a lot of damage if they all pen. Su-85 trying desperately to hold and keep the T-34 alive. Alas, Panzer IV escapes. Again, this is where you might want to just ram a T-34 if it's low on health into the armor to make sure the Su-85 can finish it off. But that's two armor. No, 1, 2, 3. That's KV as well dead. So that actually worked out pretty damn well. AT guns knocked out a lot of Soviet armor. Meanwhile, there's enough here that it should still hold them back. And Panzer IV is going to take a while to heal. So that will be an issue. KV-2 being knocked out by the King. Arctic brought that sucker out finally. Also, in trying to push back the Brits, though, they did capture that point, bringing the victory points down to under 300 for the Axis. Cromwell trying to kill the infantry, managed to get some good hits. Meanwhile, another big push. Verkehrwerfer is brought back up, annihilating this guy's entire army. He lost all of his armor to that, and for some reason, he's still here. 81 just having the entire rug pulled out from him just from a line of AT guns. For those who say that Verkehrwerfers are nerfed and are no longer usable, by God, Joey just showed you can absolutely do so when the enemy blocks himself in with the repair stations. Meanwhile, we still have this guy who's desperately holding on to this point. So it looks like German forces might launch a counterattack, or there might be a bit of a stalemate over here. But at the very least, Joey managed to retake this point. Wait, are they alive? Oh no, it's a repair station. Artillery, though, came in. A nice job with the Royal Engineers. Looks like the AT grenaded the King, and also the King's facing his ass toward him. which will make the Royal Engineers a little bit more likely to pen. Unfortunately, King could get a nice shot. Main gun destroyed. Su-85 still going in for the pen. A lot of Sextons opening fire in this sector. Could get the kill. Su-85 gets the kill. Smoke coming in a little late. You had plenty of time to put down that smoke. Very surprised he didn't put down earlier. Now, unfortunately, also weird that you went Tiger when you have that. But anyway, problem. Oh, maybe he went it because he couldn't, because he doesn't have a Schweer. Hold on. He doesn't have the Schweer, so he can't get it. Never mind. My apologies on that. Oh, wow. Joey's over here because, like, I declawed my guy. I guess he'll come in to help. Their allied armor is pushing back. We've been... Hold on. We still have 2 Sextons on the field, which... One's got 11, one got zip, but they're at least helping. Meanwhile, Jagdpanzer's on the side. We do have some armor in mid. KV Flamethrower coming in and gonna burn these guys that are trying to get fuel. They still managed to get the fuel, but they're not... Oh, no. Oh, they're done. They're done. If he captures this point again, that'll really put the fire to the axis. Anyway, Stuka coming down. Oh, great hit on the Katusha, and actually a lot of the infantry coming on in. Large amount of Soviet forces, though, coming on in. AT gun being knocked out. Could have knocked out the Panzer IV if combined, right?
A forward position has been destroyed.
So good job there. Meanwhile, KVH is chilling. Again, right now it's gonna have a hard time fighting that. He's gonna need AT. He doesn't have that. So I don't think he wants to fight this. I don't think he's going to move in just yet. Panzer IV moving around with a plane crash overhead. Going in for a bit of a sneak attack. Could knock out. I mean, right now Joey's been the most proactive player. He might just ram into this building and knock that stuff out, which would be pretty awesome. Oh my god. Pull back, Joey. Pull back. Oh my god, he's under fire. He's going blitz. He's trying to dodge. He dodged the Su-85. Meanwhile, Opel Soldat no move. Oh my god, big old blob. Arctic's like, fuck the king. I'll go with the Obers. That's my best shot. Even though there's double MG. Oh no, it's not set up. He didn't set it up. That's a big uh-oh. That's a big uh-oh. MG, again, just being overwhelmed because this thing isn't suppressing them. And this thing's way too powerful for that, too. Jagdpanzer is pushing this allied player back into his base, although he's under some major damage. Sexton's advancing upon the artillery. I don't understand why. But he is. He's literally charging. Okay. Meanwhile, allied forces have lost quite a bit. His infantry is not as much as he used to be. Although he is burning over. Oh my god, please kill the Obers. Oh, damn it. That would have been amazing. It's Vet 3 with 31 kills. This thing is a beast. Stuka coming down, trying to just kill the MG. Doesn't do that. Did manage to kill Rifle's men, so that's more of Rifle's men dying from fire. Hey, Rifle, I could be wrong here, but didn't you tell me to get good earlier in the stream? I may have mentioned that before, but I think I should repeat myself. You know, for reasons. Stuka coming down, might be able to clear the infantry here if used right. Oh my god, it's a perfect line. Gets one kill. The other two are mortally hit, with one being definitely needs to pull back. The other one's fine to capture. Meanwhile, German infantry trying to push up on this hill. Again, unfortunately, Feast had to go on the left, so he has less men over here. Mass Katyushas, though, coming on in. Alas, it seems to... they seem to actually charging. Managed to dodge the rockets. Su-85 now charging the Grenadiers. Okay, that's a hell of a way to go. Again, you can get an armored vehicle. Although we have artillery now coming in here. I think it's the Sextons. I want to say it's the Sextons. No, it's not. Sextons are firing over here. I actually don't know what that is. Maybe British artillery? Oh, no, it's perimeter overwatch. That's what's hitting it. Anyway, artillery is currently hitting this position over here. Might get a lucky shot on the Panzer IV. Might. Alright, does not. Meanwhile, big Soviet counterattack over here. Flamethrower unit going in for the AT. For the last, there's too much of it. I think he wants to pull back. Su-85, though, getting a lot of veterancy over here. Oh, there goes Su-85. That got killed by a retreat by Panzerfaust. Katyushas are close to firing again. 45 seconds away, if that's close to you. Yeah, KV-8, unfortunately, damage needs to fall on back. A lot of Soviet armor that's being kept alive, but goddamn, Germans are doing what they can with their limited resources quite effectively. Because remember, they haven't had the fuel. Stuka coming down in mid, knocks out a half-track, and does substantial damage to the Su-85. Massive Kettenwerfers advancing. This guy needs frontline infantry, but he's thinking only armor will win him the day. Oh my god. That's horrifying, the Lover Kettenwerfers charging. Meanwhile, again, this guy did manage to take his base back, though, again, needs to take it back soon, otherwise the Germans will win. A double pack gun, looks like he's following suit, although this guy does have a pack gun, like, stole, plus the Su-85s, which, again, he could move up to kill the Ostwind, but that would be a smart move. For Kettenwerfers still charging. Managed to get the kill on the retreat. Very nice job, Joey. Meanwhile, on left, we have the KV-2 opening fire. Might be able to push back... well, it pushes back some of the German infantry. I was going to say maybe all, but he is very weak, so maybe pull that back is a smarter idea. Cromwell getting some good shots on these forces. I will say that. Grenade only kills single model. Su-85 and other infantry on standby, but they need more frontline troops for combat. Although I think the Obers have been harming them quite a bit. Although he did kill a squad of Obers with the flamethrower unit. Which, by the way, is that alive? Yes, it is. Of course it is. Flamethrower unit coming back up, and there goes another squad. Stuka, though, up to Vet 4. Hot damn. Does miss target, although hits the MG. AT strafe comes in. I think that was from Green. I guess they're like, hey, can you help us out? And, yeah, they did definitely help out. AT gun might be able to kill the... Oh, my God. Move up the Su-85. You had a bad angle, honestly. And the grenade kind of missed, which is hilarious because you can't move. KV-8 charging with its flamethrower, which is actually not a bad idea because if you hit this area, they're going to burn in fire. So, the infantry is literally going to run through fire, which will hurt on the retreat and if they try to advance. For Kettenwerfers, though, deciding to sneak behind enemy lines. Once again, people are like, the Kettenwerfers, you can't sneak up behind enemy lines anymore. It won't work. Anyway, Sexton turning back on the left-hand side because it's in fear for its life. Although, once again, it may actually run into the thing that will kill it. We will see. Also, all the armor's back here, so if they hit it while they're weak, that could literally save Rifle and Arctic, who have been they're not dying per se, but they're not winning this front. They're absolutely not. Arctic has lost a ton of men and has just been holding. For Kettenwerfers, actually somehow... Oh, no, they retreated. The Sextons actually walked through them, which is hilarious. Meanwhile, two Su-85s, which... Once again, you're versing an army for Kettenwerfers and you get an Su-85, but whatever. You're trying to kill the Panzer IV. Okay. Meanwhile, Obel coming around the flank. MG has pulled back, though. Centaur coming in, getting quite a bit of damage. Might go for the kill for the Obel we shall see. KV-2 might get a hit. Oh, he gets a hit on the Panzer Fusiliers. Tiger Tank coming on the flank, trying to kill it. Although, again, there's enough AT that the Tiger Tank's like, yeah, I may want to retreat. KV-2 gets a nice shot on the Tiger. Rifle. Oh, Panzer IV going in deep. Airstrike takes out one Sexton. We have a second Sexton being taken out by the Panzer IV. Good kills right there. Good kills. That declawed the Brits, who are going to force them back to go deal with that. Might allow the Panzer IV and the Tiger... Oh, Tiger's injured. Never mind. At least one Panzer IV to maybe harass the Germans here. Meanwhile, this Panzer IV is being chased down. Might not live unless he gets some expert maneuver here, although it can't blitz away. I don't think he will. He will not. Panzer IV, which is hilarious, 1944 XP. Ha. But anyway, did a fantastic job. Knocked out two... Helped push back the Sextons. May have just given sight for one and killed the other, but damn good job there. Damn good job. I mean, maybe it was the flares as well, but I like to think that Panzer IV really pulled its weight and killed two. That's my hope. Anyway, artillery fire coming in this sector. Alas, keeping Allied and German forces away from capturing it. I think it was a Stuka bomb. I'm gonna say it was Stuka bomb. Low coup shot the Stuka bomb. Brumbar moving on in. He is low on tank destroyers at the moment. Oh, wait, no, I thought he retreated the weak one, but no, he retreated the strong one, or he got a strong one, maybe. Oh my god, massive amount of artillery. Once again, overshooting. Hits the MG, which is great, but unfortunately, the pack guns might be in range. Oh, wait, just outside of range, they hit that. Okay, there we go. Actually, they actually did kill the AT guns. Cool. Oswin, though, giving chase. AT strafe coming in. Does quite a bit of damage to the Brumbar, but the Oswin's like, fuck you and your Katyushas. They're mine now. And yeah, Lokusha's gonna knock out most of this guy's armor. S285, oh my god, there goes Feast. He's like, F it, I lost all my armor, I'm out. But you literally let him charge. You didn't have any penals here to guard them, and they're so close. Get cucked. Good job there, man, good job. Meanwhile, we have him trying to guard over on this point. Again, he'll at least be able to maybe decap it. Right now, Joey does have one Obosidan squad, but, oh, never mind, there's more Volk squads. Flamethrower troops could come in. Obosidan being annihilated by engineers. When do you see that? Oh my god. Oh, so close. Grenade going off. Although, unfortunately, it looks like they'll be able to hold on to this point quite well. Good hits. So, again, hats off to Lau. Lau's giving it his all. He still has this goddamn 3-star KV. Although, again, Rifle's keeping his units alive. How are you doing? Oh, you still have a Stuka, which is good. Armor push. Again, 2 S285s. And a Cromwell. I'm sorry, a Comet. I keep saying Cromwell. Oh, because that one. Comet moved up. Unfortunately, Panzer IV did bite it. Flames attacks coming on in, burning away a lot of German lines. Though, once again, Jagdpanzer coming in. Might be able to get killed in the S285. Forcing the S285s to reposition to another front, which might give time for the Germans to reorganize and counterattack. Tiger tanks moving on in. KV2 opening fire against the infantry. Might be able to get a shot off and kill it. It's going to be close. Panther, though, coming in from Joey, coming in with the save on the flank. Not enough AT here. Cromwell, though, coming on in to try to help. But alas, Tiger Tank and Verkenwerfer coming in from the front. They have to reposition all their forces this way, which could allow a flank to occur. Arctic sees this and is preparing to fire, though needs sight. Jagdpanzer and Command Panther luring them in, while the Germans are reorganizing their own men. Meanwhile, on right, AI desperately trying to take over this point, and will actually manage to do so with a goddamn S276. Holy shit. Meanwhile, S285 going in trying to run people over. Ballsy move. Ballsy move. Indeed. Meanwhile, again, this guy has all of his armor. Hey, build repair stations. That might... Oh, never mind. You actually do have repair stations. Hey, fun fact. Build more repair stations. Because that's the only way you're going to heal all this stuff real quick. Meanwhile, once again, Allied forces are holding on to this point, though. British not looking as great as they once were. Though Laos still has a huge army. And I like how he keeps stuking them. But would he actually... Oh, nope. Repair station's still alive. Although he might have killed the crew. Which might take some time to get new crew. So he might need to make some new repair stations, like 2 or 3 of them. Because it doesn't look like he's healing his armor like he used to. Infantry being pushed back by the MG. Conscripts rushing on in. Comet coming on the flank. Oh my god. Line of Verken. Oh my god. This is the line of Verkenwerfers. That annihilated. Oh, there they go. Hitting the KV2 from the flank. Oh, bounce. Bounce. And actually lives. Holy shit. I thought I was going to die. But actually lived. T-34 also lives. Again, all they need is infantry and RMG to stop them. Long range shot from the Tiger. It looks like with the amount of smoke drop from the smoke bomb that Arctic called in, he should be able to take this point. Although British infantry coming on in to show who's boss. We have Verkenwerfers just swarming in, about to annihilate that Cromwell if he doesn't get the hell out of there soon. Yeah, it's having trouble with pathfinding, and it will die. Hot damn. Meanwhile, British infantry advancing over here. Gave some nice shots. Verkenwerfer still on standby. Stuka opening fire. Probably going to hit this infantry all lined up, I would assume. There goes one squad. And the other squad's barely alive. He'll retreat it. But I think that's a lot of the Brits' forces. Yeah, he's down a lot. Meanwhile, Panther going in pretty deep. S285 still open fire. Only if that AT grenade thrown by the conscript was thrown after the S285 was hit. Then it would be pinned. Hot damn. Anyway, German forces might go give chase, but alas, they don't have the other star. So right now, the Allies are losing, and the Axis are winning. Though they could take this point if he goes... No, I'm sorry, he doesn't have this. Never mind. He has Spire Infantry. I forgot he doesn't have the capture point ability. Anyway, Stuka opening fire. There goes that entire line. Oh my god, so much infantry. Although plane crashing might have actually hurt that MG a little bit. Although it crashed over here. I swear I saw a model over here. Anyway, Tiger tank coming in. 81 finally surrenders, realizing, yeah, I can't deal with Joey. Joey comes in with the flank, trying to annihilate the rest of his rest of the armor here. S-85, all this armor is like, I don't know what to do. I'm just charging. Meanwhile, it's up to Lau and the Brit, who they just lost his, oh my god, his Vet 3 KV, no! Good job with your Tiger rifle, you're holding him back, although S-285s might murder your Tiger. They might murder your Tiger. It's gonna be close. Very close. Stuka coming in, getting some great shots, one for Kenmore for a shot, and it should die. Pack gun repositioning. Love how they're focused on that pack. Pack gun's gonna, oh no, T-34 took the hit. T-34 took the hit. Meanwhile, Joey's just mopping up over here and just cleaning up his men. Lau trying desperately to take this side. Lau, again, these two have been the best players. The other two guys, Feast and 81, have been definitely the weaker ones. But yeah, this is an absolute German victory. Unfortunately, again, if I had to say why, again, a good job on Arctic for keeping his infantry alive, although his armor not so much. And Stuka did pretty well. Good job, Rifle, for trying to keep whatever you could alive. You definitely got hammered pretty damn hard. Great shot with the KV. Holy my. Oh my god. He might actually get a kill if he gets another good shot there. We'll see. It's on the retreat, so yeah, it's hard to hit. But yeah, these guys have dug in and tried desperately to fight. Honestly, Joey coming in saved them. If Joey didn't come in, I think they would have fell apart. But yeah, those guys coming in for the save really, like the constant flanks by Lil Kush, specifically Joey, really helped out, especially this AT line of awesomeness. And they killed before possibly 5? At least 5, I think, armored vehicles. We'll see. Jagdpanzer was, I think, his best. Yeah, it was. Damn, nearly 20,000 damage. Never died. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even see that. It's Vet 5. Holy shit. Good job with the Vet 5 Yag. By the way, thank you, Joey, the RNG God supporter, for this replay. Thank you so very much. 66,000 damage. You're definitely not a lightweight. You're definitely pulling your own weight. 49,000 for Rifle as well. Most kills goes to Rifle. Easy. And then we look on the allied side, and we can absolutely see that the best player they had was Lau. It makes sense. His KV flamethrower and whatnot was just devastating. He did lose quite a bit of men, but overall he did a damn good job of holding that side with the Brit. Both of them were first and second. Alas, the 81 and Feast just not able to hold their stuff together. They kind of held stuff. I think Feast did a little better, though he did rage quit because he lost Katyushas for a really dumb reason. And by dumb reason, I mean, why would you keep your Katyushas on the front when there's an Oswin right there? Like, seriously. You need more penals, stuff like that, to kill it and trap it. Also, I think going a lot of heavy on penals with upgrading them against infantry was a bad idea. You should have not upgrade them, or get conscripts or something else to fight if you're going to upgrade them. But yeah, that's game. Interesting game, to say the least. And again, it kind of shows the value of AT and also helping out your teammates. Because Joey's flanks, literally, again, I will say this. Rifle and Arctic, hot damn. You guys did well, but yeah, I'm going to just put out that Joey's flanks definitely helped you guys out. Though Rifle got most kills. I should probably mention that. Although he was fighting like hell against them. So good job there. But in any case, guys, that's going to be it. Thank you for guys watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you submit those replays, greyshotproductions at gmail.com, or play the weeks or maybe challenge ideas in the comments down below. Make sure, of course, you hit that like, subscribe button. This has been Greyshot17 once again, and I'll see you guys next time. Wait a second, before you guys go, I have a couple people I need to give a shout out to because they are so amazing, awesome, and just really supportive of my content. Those people include Milam, Ace, WhiteHotD, Josh, Folkvard, Javi, Jfoe, Joey, jrchicklis, Little Kush, Mustaach, Onlyplayapples, Pyroshark, Streakingwookie, GTA, Jakub, Ocwieja, and Kevin Gao. Thank you guys so much for your incredible support. You guys are amazing. This has been Greyshot17, and I'll see you guys next time.